between the Bloomington Trinity Warriors, a 10 seed, and the Palatine Immanuel Bobcats. Very familiar to this tournament are the Bobcats.
Yes, they are. Probably not for this early in the morning. They usually play for a lot of championships, and we'll see their girls team in the championship game later. Yes, both of these schools very familiar with this gym on Sunday. Bloomington actually played in this game last year and took sixth place.
And we're going to turn it over to the scores table for the pre-game announcements, and we'll be back with a little bit of context for the game in a minute.
Before we begin, we ask that all participants and spectators protect themselves and got this manner before, during, and after the basketball game. Taking comments, cheers, chants, or engagement are not acceptable. Please be supportive and show your appreciation for the efforts of both teams. The LSA Sportsmanship Award will be presented this weekend to the school in behavior of the players, coaches, and fans. Thus demonstrating Christian sportsmanship. And now let's bow our heads for a word of prayer, and then we'll continue. As soon as we get these as we do that, every LSA event, we're going to start with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day. As we close out our season of basketball, we also thank you for all the experiences and the friendships that we've made. Bless the efforts of both teams and keep them free from injury. And during this Lenten season, we also thank you for the blessing of your Son, so that we can all have eternal life. In your name we pray and play. Amen. And now we're going to meet the teams for this 5th and 6th Here are the players. Rose Booth, Brandon Booth, Jacob Andros, Troy Whitten, Ozzy Gregori, Lyman Fearman, Gavin Beard, and now let's take the Scott Carters to the Warriors. Sixth grader, number 14, Nash Garrett. Eighth grader, number 31, Ashton Walker. Number 32, eighth grader, Matthew Hoffman. Number 35, eighth grader, Joseph Livingston. Also eighth grader, number 40, Alexander Peary. Now we'll get the coaching players from the Bobcats and we'll take us out. They're both down here in juniors, Tony Rizzo and Dylan Savage. Let's see the players. Jordan Van Geest. Harrison Radley. Logan Luciano. Jack Fulenkamp. Chicken Anar. Ron Gloria. James Kia. Dylan Webster, Trevor Zimmer, Noah Thomas. And now the starters for the Bobcats. The eighth grader, number 2, Miles Torres. Number 5, eighth grader, Eddie Mars. Also eighth grader, number 14, Anthony Rizzo. Number 20, eighth grader, Stephen Payne. And number 35, eighth grader, Lucas Kennedy. Good luck to both teams.
All right, Matt, we've got the starting lineups for both teams. As we get ready for the tip, what's something you noticed after looking at the stats for both teams?
So looking at the stats, we're going to look at, I think, 2 different styles of play. Trinity and Bloomington only made 2 3-pointers all weekend so far. And Immanuel Palatine made 19 by 2 players. Anthony Rizzo has made 12 already. And Dylan Welpley made 7. So looks like Palatine's going to want to maybe shoot some threes. And it's looking like Trinity is going to want to pound it in and play with their big guys, who are, the 2 big guys are averaging 26 a game combined.
And here's the tip, controlled by Palatine.
Hey, Bloomington's out into a man. We know Palatine's going to come out in their man as well.
Lucas Henney, ball in the lane, now kicked out to Rizzo. Rizzo to Payne. Payne a couple dribbles in the lane. Kills his dribble, now over to Torres. Torres looking to attack. Rizzo top of the key. Over to Harris, or Mars, excuse me. Henney into the lane. Up with the right hand, no good. Rebound tapped around, gets his own board. Goes up on the right side with the right hand, no good. And
Nice
Bloomington with the ball for the first time today. Peary, I was told we'd be saying is in quite a bit today. Coming in averaging a little over 16 points a game in the tournament. Good skip pass across to Walker. In and out of Walker's hands, out of bounds. Turnover to the Bobcats.
All right, coach is excited about the good defensive possession. I don't think he liked the 2 missed layups on the offense, though. But every Palatine, though, they're going to be patient on offense and play great defense.
And he looking to play with his back to the basket after entering the lane and is fouled. That foul is going to go against Matthew Hoffman, his first of the game for the Warriors. Payne to inbound. Having trouble finding anyone open, tries to get it up top. Rebound, the pass is picked off by Peary. Right hand on the right side, no good. Rebound fought for and last touch by the Bobcats. It'll be Warrior ball under the basket.
We talked about the 2 3 three-point shooters for Palatine, but we're also going to see a lot of Lucas Henney, number 35. He's the big guy in the middle, and they've already pounded it in down low to him a couple of times.
So it doesn't look like they've tried to work to get a three in their first 2 possessions. You wonder if they're going to try to go inside first, then come back outside.
Like I said, they run a nice patient offense, so try to get a couple of points in, and then you can get good shots outside.
Here's Hoffman being guarded by the aforementioned Henney. Hoffman kills his dribble. Here's a skip pass over to Walker. And there's another turnover by the Warriors. Bobcat ball, so no score. We're almost 2 minutes into the first quarter. Both teams, I think, trying to figure each other out on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are playing great man defense. You know, we mentioned early jitters of Championship Sunday. That may be it too. Those skip passes were kind of tough. Trinity's going to have to watch out on those skip passes.
There's Mars in front of the fans here on the near side. There's Henney looking to attack. Had the ball knocked away. And looks like he was fouled on the way up. They're going to give him 2 free throws.
So as we've seen already, Henney likes to attack. He's gone to the line 12 times already this weekend. So we'll see if he continues to attack like that.
So they've given Isaac Walker the foul on the drive by Henney. Henney's first free throw is short, so 2 fouls on the Warriors here in the first quarter. Remember, with the bonus, it did change a couple years ago. There were 5 fouls in a quarter lands you in the bonus shooting free throws, as Henney's second free throw is short. So it's no longer that 7.5 and then 10 for the double. You automatically shoot 2 after the 5 1/4.
You're not seeing a lot of fouls or free throws because that's a lot of fouls are given in each quarter.
And here is Curie on the offensive end for the Warriors, and he gets the scoring started for us in this 5th and 6th place game. 2-0 Warriors. Henney looking to attack again. And he's fouled on his way up. He'll go to the line. The second straight possession for the Bobcats.
And the Warriors are going to have to find a way to kind of, I don't know, maybe double team him or whatever. But this, like you said, this is 2 possessions now where he has attacked the lane and gotten the foul call.
So Blankenship picks up his first, team 3rd. As we mentioned, Henney went to the line the last possession on 0 for 2. This time hits his first, and the Bobcats are on the board.
This will be his 16th free throw this weekend, so we know he's going to the line a lot.
Second free throw is good. Interesting, the Bobcats don't put anybody on the line when they're shooting free throws.
They're hoping for made free throws, I guess.
You usually only see that when you're trying to stop a team from running out. There's a pass inside to Blankenship, lost control. Over the Bobcats. So Henney will bring the ball up top to Rizzo. Rizzo takes a deep 3, left of the rim, out of bounds. Warrior ball.
We had mentioned Rizzo's going to shoot a lot of threes. He's made 12 already. Just a little too far out. That was a good 6 feet off the line. He gets a little closer, I think he'll start making some.
Checking in for the Bobcats is Wepley. Wepley's the other one we talked about. It's had a pretty nice tournament from outside the arc. Here's a nice attack of the basket by number 14, Nash Herring. He'll get the hoop and the harm. And he'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
All right, Nash, I think, likes to do this as well. As he has gone to the line 11 times. He's also 7 for 11. He's shooting 64% from the line. So let's see if he can get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Free throw is off to the right. Rebound chased down nicely by Henry Mars of the Bobcats. And Henney will bring the ball up. Nearly threw it out of bounds. Wepley was there to corral it. There's Henney. Skip pass over to Mars. Mars looking to get it into the post. Does to Payne. Payne's turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound tapped around and fought for And I believe we're correct. Wepley picked up the ball while laying out of bounds, which is a turnover to the Warriors.
Very aggressive on those loose balls. Playing great defense. Oh,
Fury tried to put it in his left hand and lost it. And Miles Torres took the loose ball to the basket. Looks like he lost control a little bit in the lane and was still able to fight it up and drew the foul on Fury. That's his first team fourth. So the Bobcats will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way in the first quarter. Torres' first free throw in and out, no good.
That was his second free throw of the weekend, so we'll see if he can make his first for the weekend. Right now he's 0 for 2, but he hasn't been really to the line.
These teams seem fairly evenly matched just in the early goings on here.
With the size and the play man, yeah, this is going to be a great matchup.
And free throws could play a factor at the end of this basketball game.
Both teams like to get to the line, so yeah, it will be a factor.
Here's Wepley looking to attack with that left hand, now back in his right. Henny took a couple steps before he put the ball on the floor. That is a travel and a turnover to Bloomington. Minute 44 to play here in the opening quarter of this 5th and 6th place game between the Immanuel Palatine Bobcats and the Trinity Bloomington Warriors.
This is Palatine's typical full court man press.
Nice thought and entry pass to Walker. That's the third time they've tried to skip the pass to him or throw a deep pass to him, and it's just been a little too hot.
They're struggling with that skip pass. They may need to kind of settle down a little. I mean, the skip pass is going to work, but they're 0 for 3 with the skip pass right now. Let's get a couple closer passes first.
Here's Torres coming off of the screen, catching just in front of the Bloomington bench. Now into the corner to Henny. Henny attacking with that left hand. Grab by Heary. That's Heary's second.
Yeah, Heary's averaging 16 a game. You can't have him on the bench. And as we mentioned, now this is the Warriors' 5th foul. We got 1:17 left. Palatine's going to be shooting 2 free throws now for the rest of the quarter, even on non-shooting.
Free throw up and good for Henny. And checking in for the Warriors is number 22, Brecken Booth. It'll replace Walker. Henny looking to tie things up. Second free throw in and out, no good. And last touch by the Warriors on the rebound. Looks like the Bobcats did a nice job of disrupting that defensive board there.
They did, yeah. They put a body on. You always want a body on the box out.
Henny leans in, short jumper is good. So Henny has done most of the damage here for the Bobcats in their first 5 points.
He's only averaging 8 a game, but he's doing a great job today. He's going to probably go over his average.
There's a nice trap in the corner by the Bobcats on the Warriors. And we've got, looked like somebody was trying to call a timeout. Looked like the referee wanted to give the Bobcat coach a timeout, which you can't do if you don't have the basketball.
But the Warriors coach did say, no, that was me. I was calling timeout.
Coach Bussey was looking for the timeout, and the referee almost awarded it to the Bobcats, which again, can't do that. Either way, we've got a little break in the action.
But the ball was on that sideline, so you have, Coach Ulrich standing up, and you got, 3 guys playing hard defense. That's a lot of action on that sideline, especially with another coach on the other end going, I want a timeout. And this gym, too, I love this gym and the stands, but the bench side, there isn't really a lot of room. You got the out of bounds, you got chairs, and you got a brick wall.
So you're right, not a ton of space on that far side there. This side, there's a little bit of space between us and the floor. About
And a shout out to the St. Peter
yardstick.
Saints on their new bleachers. They just put in the new bleachers this week, and we're loving having their new bleachers here at the LSA weekend.
The Warriors will look to get back on the board here after a timeout. Drive baseline, nice pull-up. No good out of the hand of Geary. Rebound Bobcats. They'll look to push. Here is Payne. Payne working on the right side, gets it into the post. To number 5, Henry Mars, and he connects. And here are the Bobcats putting a little pressure on the Warriors. I think they're in a 1-2-2. Look at that. Henry with a nice skip pass again across the lane. Looked like it hit 2 Warrior players before it went out of bounds. Turnover to the Bobcats.
This Palatine defense is really giving the Warriors a hard time. A lot of the passes, they're just not being able to corral, and they're getting tossed out of bounds.
So, as you can probably hear the fans counting down, there's 4 seconds left in the quarter. Here's an attack from Henny up and good. So Henny coming into today, only averaging 8 points a game. He's already got 7.
Yeah, he really stepped it up. And we had mentioned the contrast. Palatine hasn't, I don't think, shot a 3. We were expecting them to shoot more threes. And Henry's like, no, I'm just going to pound it in and score down low.
Well, you have to think, Ulrich's dad did it for a while before him, and now he's taken over. He's got quite a bit of basketball knowledge, and he probably knows that the Warriors are looking to cut down on those threes and didn't really plan for the attack that the Bobcats have been using as far as off the dribble trying to get to the basket.
Correct. Yeah, so, like I said, just looking at the stats, I'm like, oh, I got to stop these 2 guys. And so when that man comes out, that's going to leave some space down low, and Amanda's done a great job of pounding it down low. And then we said, too, we were expecting Bloomington to pound it down low and everything, and they're just having a hard time getting it down low with those skip passes. Palatine's playing great defense.
That they are really cutting down on Geary's ability to drive, which looks like he wants to do. They're cutting him off on the baseline, closing off those gaps off the wing. And the 1-2-2 press really giving the Warriors an issue.
Yeah, Palatine's always going for their press, and it just kind of wears you out, too. So we'll see how Bloomington handles that down the stretch of, are they going to be able to play a good fourth quarter, having to bring the ball up under pressure the entire game.
So it'll be Warrior basketball to start the second quarter, 9-4. Palatine in front of Bloomington. Good pressure being put on Booth. Booth kills his dribble, has it taken from him. And Henny's off to the races. Layup is good. So Henny doing a nice job as a big man running the floor on these takeaways.
Yeah, that was a great pass and a great putback.
Here's Booth. Right side looking to get into the post. Now out to Geary, had it knocked away. Here comes Henny again, 1-on-3. Up off the glass and good. So again, looking at the stats, this isn't what we thought was going to happen.
No, and Coach Ulrich just gave Henny a gigantic hug coming off the bench. He's averaging 8 a game. He's got 9 already. So this is great for the Bobcats jumping out early. I mean, we still got 5:21 left in the second quarter, and they're up 13-4, and their transition too. We've talked about Palatine about known for their defense, and that's the transition. Then their offense a lot of times comes from their defense, and those last 2 possessions, they came down. It wasn't an offensive half-court set. It was let's gun and let's get the ball in and get an easy layup.
We've seen that 1-2-2 is really giving them issues. Even when they're in the man and it goes into the post, it looks like they're doubling down in the post, not letting the post player kick the ball back out.
Right, so Bloomington is trying to get it into Fury and Blankenship, and they can't. And that's their game, and right now, those 2 guys really haven't touched the ball.
So the Warriors will be working against this full court man-to-man being put on by the Bobcats. There's a deep pass out of the hand of Erie up ahead to Blankenship. He'll kill the dribble, now get it to Booth. Booth with the one-handed, right-handed runner up and good.
Once in a while, you just want to go over the top, I guess. And Bloomington was able to break the press by just throwing it deep.
13-6, so that breaks the Warrior drought. There's an attack out of the hand of Wepley, now out to Henny. Henny's had the hot hand so far for the Bobcats. He'll try and get it up the glass and good.
What an amazing post move. That was a great move.
There they are in this 1-2-2. Really giving Geary some fits in the corner. And we've got a foul. Looks like they got Wepley for reaching in on Geary. Team first of the quarter. 4:39 to play in the first half. Now up top to Geary. Geary looking to attack with that left hand. Spins back middle. Kick out to the top of the key to Booth. It doesn't even look like the Warriors are even eyeing a three when they kick the ball out of the post.
Like we said, most of their play is that post play, so they're going to try to get it back in again.
Warriors really having a tough time finding an open look. Booth just in front of the fans, knocked away by Wepley. We've got ourselves a loose ball situation. Torres comes away with it, and I don't think you can do. Here's a pass up ahead of Wepley, up off the glass and good.
We talked about that transition. Curry's scoring a lot. Now he just had an amazing assist, too.
Pass under the post to Blankenship, and his shot is off. Bobcats will look to push up 11. Good hands by Hoffman. There's a three ball out of the hand of Wepley. No good, and they're going to call Mars for a push on the rebound.
Palatine back in
Warriors.
their full court man press.
Warriors inbound the ball. Here comes Herring. He goes up, and he is fouled for the second time today on his way to the basket. This time he'll go to the line for two. So this is good. Get to the line, slow the pace down a little bit, get a couple of free throws with the clock stop.
You got to calm this crowd down, too. Palatine's 10 minutes away. They travel very well. They have a loud crowd. Trinity needs to, like you said, slow it down a little bit. Herring, that's what he does. You know, we said he goes to the line, so that was a great attack. But yeah, if Bloomington can just slow things down and take the momentum away, right now this is a very loud Palatine crowd, and they got to kind of quiet them a little bit.
So Herring's first free throw. It's off the front iron, no good. Second does the same. Rebound pulled down by Payne. Payne up ahead to Henny. Wepley with a nice spin move and good. Good spin move baseline, and then the right-hand runner up and good for Wepley.
For a kid that made 7 threes this week, and that was a great down-low move.
And Wepley comes away with a steal on the post. And we're gonna have a grab on the Bobcats as Blankenship came away with the loose ball. That'll be the fourth of the quarter for the Bobcats. So we've flip-flopped here. Quarters. The Warriors were in a little bit of foul trouble in that first quarter. Now the Bobcats will send the Warriors to the line the rest of the way as Geary misses the short jump shot in the lane. And Henny tried to get into the jump stop, took 2 more steps, and they're going to get him for a travel.
When you pick up the ball at the free throw line and make a layup, that's I think it's a travel. But yeah, we'll see if Trinity goes on the attack now and tries to get some free points on, from the free throw line.
So here's Geary. He's had a tough time finding open looks today. Over to Herring. Herring, couple dribbles to the top of the key, kills the dribble, now back over to Geary. Geary guarded closely by Torres. A little bit of a skip pass over to Herring. Herring will pull up off the glass and good.
That was a tough shot. He was in the lane. He's not real tall either, and that was a great shot.
And we've got another trouble. This time on Anthony Rizzo.
Wasn't quite sure where to pass, and a little happy feet on that one.
And Coach Orwick will take a timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout. So 19-8. Bobcats really had a nice stretch there where they pulled away from Trinity for about like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, so I mean, they ended the first quarter and started the second quarter on this big run and high. Now Trinity now being able to possibly get to the free throw line in the last 2 minutes. Hopefully they can now slow it down a little bit, build some momentum to getting into halftime. Being down 11 with 2 minutes, cut it into a single-digit deficit. I think that's the goal now for Trinity. Get a couple buckets, maybe some free points on the free throw line. We'll see if they go on the attack again to try to get to the free throw line.
And to Palatine's credit, they've done a really nice job of shutting down Alexander Herring so far.
Yeah, so you mentioned, he's been averaging 16 a game. And he's got 2 points, so.
Here's Herring. Now over to Booth. Booth looking to get it inside. Herring. No good. Rebound pulled out by Wepley. Wepley nearly had it knocked away by Blankenship. Torres in the corner. Looks to drive baseline with the left hand. Now back up top to Rizzo. Rizzo will take a three. We talked about Rizzo coming into this one. He's knocked down quite a few threes in the tournament. Finally got himself a good look there.
Yeah, he hasn't shot at all, and now made his 13th of the weekend.
There's a nice attack by Blankenship. Had the ball knocked away. And the rebound fought for, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession to Immanuel Palatine. Coming across the timeline with just over a minute to play here in the half is Stephen Payne. Over to Rizzo, who knocked down a three their last possession. He'll take another one from the top of the key. Back iron, no good. And another Bobcat offensive rebound. And we've got a push. Henny came down with the rebound. And they're going to get Blankenship with the push on the loose ball.
That's his second. You really don't want to get a third in the last minute. It's only their first team foul of the quarter, so it's not that big of a deal for free throws down the road.
Payne's inbound, deep to Torres. Torres now over to Wepley. Wepley will take a three. Good. So we talked about them going inside. Now here comes the outside game.
We were waiting for that. We mentioned both of those guys shooting a lot of threes, and now they made two.
And a beautiful answer back from Brecken Booth as he knocks down the Warriors' first three of the game.
That's his first of the weekend. So, and we mentioned they only made two all weekend. So try to get them comebacks. They're going to have to hit some threes.
Now back into the post game. Henny with the turn, left hand, no good. Warriors will look to score before the half. Geary with the left hand on the left side. Kills the dribble, skip up top to Herring. Herring with 6 seconds. Runner in the lane, right hand, no. Rebound pulled down by Henny. Henny will dribble this one out. Cuts it full court foot well after the buzzer. And the Bobcats will enjoy a 14-point lead going into the half.
That was an exciting first half. We mentioned the loud crowd. Palatine just really jumping out early. So we'll see what Trinity has to counter at halftime. See what coach has to draw up and say, hey, we can still get in this game. They're having a hard time getting into their bigs. They got to figure out a way. And then, like you said, Palatine just really did a great job of that inside-out game. You talked about the out, and they decided to do inside first. and then hit 2 threes at the end of the half to really pull this away.
So we'll be back with stats and insight for the second half in just a few minutes. 25-11. Immanuel Palatine up on Bloomington, Trinity Bloomington here in the 5th and 6th place game. Championship Sunday, St. Pierre Arlington Heights. Sam Crew alongside Matt Gutzler. Matt, the Bobcats, we saw shot a lot of threes in the previous games. They came out today looking to get it inside Henny with a tournament high 11 points already.
So yeah, Henny, we're going to praise him right now at halftime. He has 13 points this half. He's averaging 8 a game. Also, he struggled from the line this weekend. He is shooting 50%. He's 3 of 6. So yeah, he came out ready to play today, and he's doing an awesome job. Congratulations to him to start out that well, and then hopefully he can carry that on. But with him doing that, though, that allowed them, we talked about the three-point shooters, they were very quiet until the last 2 minutes. And then our 2 3-point shooters decided to make one, and I think a lot of that had to do with Henny pounding it down low, and now that opened up the threes. Then on the other side, we talked about Blankenship and Fury averaging 26 a game. They have 2 points combined. So give a lot of credit to the Bobcat defense, but Trinity really has to figure out a way to get those 2 guys scoring.
Well, you have to think that, especially on the Bloomington side, things are going to have to even out in the second half, or this is going to get away from them pretty quickly.
Yeah, we got a 14-point deficit. We'll see what happens at the end of this quarter. They got to get it into single digits if they want to have a comeback.
Here's Brecken Booth killing his dribble. Here he will look to attack. Shot is up, no good. At least he's getting into the lane and getting shots up early.
Yeah, we had talked about them struggling with the...
So Henny went to the basket. Might have been some contact on the way up. Lost it out of bounds. It'll be Trinity basketball.
Yeah, Henny's continuing the way he played in the first half. Nice attack.
More Bobcat pressure. We saw Trinity kind of struggle with that early. There's an attack by Herring. I don't know if they're going to give it to him on the way up or underneath. And they're going to say it was on the floor. The foul was on Stephen Payne, his second.
A lot and doing really well.
Yeah, without him, they kind of be in a world of hurt right now as far as offense goes. Erie with the handoff to Blankenship. Now into the corner to Hoffman. Erie with the ball. Set it up top with Booth. Booth working on Rizzo. Attack based on right-hand runner, no good. But Booth is going to go to the line for 2. So this will be Brecken Booth's first trip to the line this weekend. Came off the bench and has added kind of a spark. I mean, as much of a spark as you can get. Only scoring 11 points in the first half, but
5 of the 11 points.
He did.
They needed him to have that spark.
First free throw is up and good for Booth. Still a 13-point game. That foul was given to Anthony Rizzo, his second. There's an offensive board. Left hand up and good for Blankenship. And Coach Ulrich didn't like that possession.
Well, you don't want to give Bloomington momentum. You had that 14-point lead. It is now down to 11. I saw this earlier in the weekend, too, where there are times where you can score, a team can score like 4 or 5 points when the other team has no possession at all. Because, like here, Bloomington scored a free throw. Missed the second shot, got a rebound, and got a putback. That's 3 points, and Palatine never touched the ball. So, Coach wanted to make sure, hey, we got to box out. We can't give them momentum. But great job for Bloomington getting 3 points. Not with a three-pointer on kind of a possession and a half.
Absolutely. And now the Bobcats will look to answer back. Still holding an 11-point lead. 4:50 to play here in the third quarter. Payne will bring it across the timeline, looking for Henny on a back cut. kind of fouled him, and Henny was fouled on the way up. And they're going to get Blankenship. And that's going to be Blankenship's third foul. Team's second of the, or excuse me, first of the quarter. And Henny hits himself another free throw. We talked about it, 17% coming into today, and he's been phenomenal from the line.
Yeah, he's over 50% now. He was 3 for 6. So
Henny's second is good.
they're shooting 5 of 8 today. And they're pounding it down low and now getting Blankenship into foul trouble. He's playing a great game.
Here's a 3 out of the hand of Booth, good. So Brecken Booth coming in today only averaging 4.6 points a game. He's got 9.
Yeah, and he hadn't made a 3 all week, and he's got 2 already. So he's really keeping his team alive.
And it's a 10-point game. And the Bobcats try to get it back inside to Henny. Lost control. And we had a tie ball. It'll stay with the Bobcats. Rizzo to inbound. Gets it inside. Floater from Mars is no good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out. Bobcats do a nice job of swinging around. Here's Torres. Looking to go back to that left side.
Blankenship's got to be careful. He's got 3 fouls. You want to be aggressive, but not that high.
Here's a 3 out of the hand of Rizzo. Good. You really can't leave him open, can you?
No, you can't.
There's a short jumper by Matthew Hoffman. And Bloomington did a nice job to answer back.
Yeah, they got to keep it close with that 3 then. They now cut it to 11.
There was an entry pass into the post that was knocked away by the Warriors. Torres came up with the loose ball. Mars looking to attack with that right hand. Kicks it out to Henny. Pass was tipped. Now Henny back out to Mars. Mars short corner. Spinning. Now to Henny. Bobcats have cleared the lane out. Henny looking to go to work in the post. Kills his dribble. Skip pass to almost nobody. Torres did a nice job of regaining possession. And that foul's going to go against Blankenship. That's his 4th.
That foul really didn't need to happen. The kid picked up the ball on the sideline. You got 2 fouls. Back off a little bit. So now we'll see what Coach does. He's probably going to have to sit until the 4th quarter now with 4 fouls.
2.5 to play. There's a nice lob pass into Henny. And he gets control. Had it blocked on the way up by Heary. Heary grabs the rebound and look to push. Heary working on Henny. Kills the dribble. Now gets it inside. Layup is up and good. Matthew Hoffman with the foul in the bucket. And the Warriors have officially cut it under 10.
Yeah, we had talked about that was their goal, I think. And I mean, we still got 2 minutes left, but having one of your best players on the bench now too, everyone else has to step up. And Hoffman's averaging 2 a game, and he's only got 6, so that's great for him to step up.
Missed his free throw, and Gary did it. He's doing a nice job of putting pressure on the Bobcats, but he's going to pick up a foul. So Heary going for a loose ball. Knocked over, I believe it was Torres, and he's going to pick up his 3rd. Yep, that is the 3rd on Heary. Coach Bussey will take a timeout.
So yeah, I mean, you're going for loose balls or whatever, but very physical. can't kind of run over a kid going for his ball or whatever. And two, we talked about those two high scorers. They have 7 fouls. So, but I like how the other players have responded. Those two guys aren't really scoring much, but their teammates are picking them up and scoring and keeping this game close. I mean, like you said, it's a 9-point game. If they can keep it under 10 going into the fourth, then those two guys can come back, hopefully not foul out or get into foul trouble, and then maybe they can score too.
If you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, make sure you head over to Facebook, Lutheran Sports Association of Illinois. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. Maybe even a follow. If you want to hear us again a year from now, I'm pretty sure they'll put something up at that point. Hopefully your team will be right back here in 2027. Bobcats get it ahead to Rizzo. Rizzo's had the hot hand from 3 for the Bobcats. Henny now with the left hand over to Torres. Torres over to Wepley. Wepley met the corner by a couple of defenders from Trinity.
Bloomington has moved into a 1-2-2 zone.
There's a skip pass to Wepley. Wepley's 3, no good. Rebound was fought for. Last touched by the Warriors. It'll be Bobcat basketball underneath. Rizzo to inbound. Gets it into Henny. Henny double down. Here's Rizzo from the corner. That was going to be long. Rebound knocked away by Wepley. And he'll pick it up in the backcourt. Telling his team to slow down a little bit. And Wepley traveled.
Looks like Coach Ulrich wanted to slow things up with only a minute and 18. And unfortunately, they got a travel call before they could get the ball to Rizzo. It looked like Rizzo was going to probably pull the ball out and stall a little bit.
And again, Ulrich didn't like that offensive possession. He's going to call himself a timeout, full timeout. Talk things over.
Well, I'm assuming now too. Okay, next possession. Okay, it'll be under a minute. We're holding for 1 shot. So he just wants to prepare his kids to be ready for after a stop. This is what we're going to do to end the quarter. So good timeout call, especially like I said. Probably didn't like what happened, especially with that travel call. Calm those boys down a little bit and say, all right, this is how we're going to end the third quarter.
Speaking of ending the third quarter, what does Bloomington have to do to feel good about going into the fourth and point-wise that they're still in this basketball game?
Well, they have the ball, and we said they may only get 1 possession this quarter, with Palatine possibly stalling for 1 shot to end. So they need to score. If they can score and cut it to 7, 6 even, then that's going to be good momentum. Even going into the third quarter down 9, but I think right now Coach Busty's probably working on, okay, guys, let's work it. And they can maybe even take some time off too, knowing that Palatine may take some time off. And hey, we got to get a bucket.
So Palatine out of the timeout. Looks like they're going to put some pressure on the Warriors. Full court, man-to-man. There's a pass down the floor, knocked away by Henny. Hoffman did a nice job trying to get it back and couldn't.
They tried that in the first half and actually worked. He just threw it a little short.
Skip pass up to Henny. Luckily, Mars was there to get the tipped pass. Bobcats will work it around. The zone from Bloomington not putting a ton of pressure on the Bobcats as they're looking to waste the rest of this third quarter.
So they're looking for 1 shot, I think, to end the quarter. And that is hard to play against the zone because they're just going to come out and they're more or less passing right across from us.
So Henny will hold it. Oh. 25 seconds to play in the third quarter, 9-point game. Bobcats stalling here as they've killed the better part of a minute. Henny looking to attack, took a couple steps and threw the ball out of bounds. You wasted time, which was the goal, but you wanted to score there as well.
Yeah, I mean, he got tripped up driving in the lane, tripped over his own feet, but that's what he wanted, especially with that stall too. It starts to spread out that zone. Rizzo tried to do a backdoor. He was standing on the block all by himself because you're so focused on the stall up high.
Trying to get it inside, and knocked away by Henny. Henny will chuck the ball up just outside the arc off the top of the backboard, and no good. And we'll go to the fourth with the Bobcats owning a 9-point lead over the Warriors.
So like we said, Bloomington's still down 9. At least Palatine didn't score in that last possession for Bloomington's thinking. But now too, I think at some point, Blankenship's going to have to come in. Hopefully you can get some scoring in, and then you kind of play this quarter in halves as well. If they can cut it to about 5, I think, with about 3 to go, Bloomington's going to feel good. Palatine, on the other hand, they're going to try to keep this a 9-point game the whole quarter. We'll see what they do, if they're going to even try to stall to start the fourth quarter. They do that with the back and forth. But then the thing too is, they try to lull you to sleep with that stall, and then maybe hit a back door. Like I said, Rizzo was standing on the block on that last possession. So we'll see how things work out to start the fourth quarter.
And Palatine has to feel pretty good after even losing that third quarter, points-wise. I mean, they came into the second half with a 14 or 15-point lead. Bloomington did a nice job cutting it tonight, but it still feels like Palatine is in control fully.
They are, yeah. I mean, that helped by their big burst in the first half, so they got that cushion. And then just the way they play their offense, too, where they're going to slow it down. And really, Bloomington hasn't gotten into a rhythm. So they only got 21 points in 3 quarters. So Palatine they're playing some great defense.
Warriors to inbound to start this fourth and final quarter of regulation. Carrying a kick to the corner. Here's a 3-ball out of the hand of Reichman Furman. That's his first shot of the game. Looks good, though.
That was a great rebound with Booth. Couldn't quite get the reverse layup in. That would have been huge for them.
Here's Palatine again. There's a 3-ball from Rizzo. No. Good offensive board by Payne. He was fouled on his way back up. He'll go to the line for 2. So even when Palatine isn't knocking down the shots, they're doing a good job on the offensive boards, keeping the ball out of Trinity's hands.
Correct, yeah. That was a great offensive rebound, and now Fury has 4. So we'll see that. Coach Bussey decides, because now he kept Blankenship on the bench. Now he's got both of his players with 4. You play them both and see what happens. You sit both, you play one.
I mean, if you let this lead get any bigger for Palatine, it's going to be really tough to come back with their defensive pressure and their ability to pull out offensive boards like Henny just did.
Another offensive rebound.
And Palatine is almost at a full stall at this point. And we got ourselves a jump ball. Nice job of Furman. We're getting a hand in there and tying it up.
That was a nice trap
to the Bobcats.
Because when they're going to stall like that, you're going to have to somehow do something. Trapping and causing a jump ball. Now they'll get Bloomington will get the ball next time on the jump ball too.
So Henny guarded closely by a couple of Warriors. Pass inside to Mars. Mars jump ball. Took one big dribble, picked it up, had it tied up, and it'll be Warrior basketball.
He kept it too low. He got tied up down there.
Pass knocked away by Mars. Turnover to the Bobcats. Wepley attacks, left hand, left side. No, rebound, fought for. Mars pulls it down, up with the right hand, and good. So more offensive rebounds, leading to more points for the Bobcats.
That's going to keep for the Bobcats.
And we're going to get a foul on Anthony Rizzo. Put a hand on Heary as he rounded the corner. And we've got another timeout. Full timeout. Called by the Warriors. Now, if you're Coach Bussey in the timeout, what are you drawing up to try to get yourself some points here to get back in this thing? I mean, you've allowed a few too many offensive boards in the fourth quarter already.
Well, yeah, that's the first thing, is to say, you know, defensively, we have to limit them to one shot. And then you just put Blankenship in. So now his goal now is my two big guys are going to play and hopefully score a lot. And they got to be careful on the fouls. But right now you can't have your best players on the bench. I mean, so to make this run, Coach Bussey is like, okay, guys, our two big guys, we got to get them the ball. They got to score, but they got to play smart on the defensive end as well.
And you got to look at that risk-reward type thing with playing two guys with 4 fouls. If you're two best offensive players and you struggle to score already, you take one out, you know, you're losing height, losing that ability to score on the offensive end, and it kind of gets away from you. At least if they foul out, you allowed them to play the full 5 fouls instead of pulling them out.
They have to be on the court right now, and that also I think will help on the defensive end, and hopefully will limit the offensive rebound.
Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Warrior basketball just in front of their fans here to our left.
If Trinity can cut it to 10, get a score here, you can see kind of how things go.
There's a lob inside to Blankenship, and he had it knocked away. Bobcats look to attack the other way. Here they go, working around the perimeter. Henny now to Wepley. Wepley over to Payne. Payne now back to Henny. 4-7, a tough time getting it out of the court. Wepley now back up to Henny. Bobcats doing a nice job of taking time off the clock. 3:45 to play here in regulation.
Bloomington is now playing man. They have to, because Palatine is running their stretch offense. As Coach Ulrich is yelling, stretch, stretch.
Here he's very cognizant of the fact that he has 4 fouls and can't get up too close, pick up that 5th.
No, and that's great to have Fury up that high, because then Fury has to guard Henny. So having Henny up there is really having trouble with Bloomington. They don't know what to do because they can't foul.
So Henny will take it to the basket. Had it blocked. Out of bounds, but it'll stay with Immanuel Palatine. Nice play, gets the ball inside to Henny. Easy layup on the inbound.
Rubbed off on the pick and rolled, and it was right wide open.
Geary with the ball. Skip pass over to Herring. Nearly lost control. Now gets it to Booth. Booth outside to Geary. Geary off the screen for Blankenship. He'll round the corner with the left hand floater. Nope. And a Bobcat rebound.
That was a great move. That just didn't foul. And that's what they wanted.
Yep. And it's one and done yet again for Bloomington. Timeout. Coach Ulrich seeing the importance of holding on to possession there, even on a jump ball, it stays here, but
you don't want to
pocket for next time.
Correct. You don't want to flip that area. So great call. Also, too, that stretch offense. They want to kill time, but then they also can, if they want to, and they did, is when they kind of lull you to sleep, I can attack and maybe make a lay. So, pick your points, and they did. And then once again, that offensive rebound continued their possession.
Yeah, we call this layup and foul time. So we're only looking for layups, we're looking for fouls. And that's about it. Up 14, 2 minutes to go. You don't want to rush shots. You don't want to do anything that's going to turn the ball over up top.
No,
run your offense.
Palatine knows how to do this. They do it well. Yeah, they're going to pass. And then if they see a wide open layup like they did, they'll take it. If not, they'll keep passing. And at some point, Bloomington's going to have to foul. We only have one, and we talked about the new rules of 5 1/4. Bloomington's got to foul 4 more times in 2 minutes just to get Palatine to the line. So we'll see if Bloomington's going to want to do that now and see what happens.
And then if they want to stay in the game, Curie and Blankenship can't foul them. So it's going to have to be everybody else on the floor that's
Correct.
Running up that foul number.
Last time they got a layup off of this inbound play. We'll see if Palatine will do that again.
Main to inbound. Looking to run the same thing again. Couldn't get it this time. Hayden gets it in, had it knocked away and stolen by Hurie. Hurie, 1-on-3. Finally gets that runner to go, and it's a 12-point game. And we've got a timeout.
Coach Bussey running down the sideline, calling that timeout. That was a good call. I mean, it's still 12, but they got a bucket. And right now, I mean, that's what they have to do. They got to score, call timeout, got to press, and see what happens.
And you got to wonder, they're putting the bench in the game. That, or they're sending in 5 to commit the fouls, and then on the offensive end, putting the other 5 back in.
Yeah, we'll see very quickly. If they press, then maybe the foul thing. I know Coach Bussey too. He's really big into that sportsmanship and different things. Of, you know what? He probably realizes I'm down 12. There's 2 minutes to go. It's championship Sunday. I want all my players on the court. So we'll see kind of what his philosophy is.
Looks like they're going shorter and maybe quicker.
I've also done the offense-defense thing, so maybe
correct.
as well.
There's Herring applying some pressure to Payne in the backcourt, doing a nice job. Nearly came away with the steal, and he's got to hurry. Gets it across the timeline to Torres. And they're looking to foul. They're just not getting the calls right now. There we go. Oh, we got to travel. So even better.
Here comes offense-defense.
Don't have to waste a foul, and you got a turnover anyway. 1:43 to play. I mean, you kind of wanted that foul, though. Especially when you come down and score again, you need to stop this clock and get Palatine to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was an interesting play of the offense-defense, and let's see if Trinity can get a quick score. He's already got his subs ready to play defense.
Looking for Blankenship in the middle of the floor was Hoffman. Now back down to Hoffman. He'll turn with the left hand. Up off the glass, no good. Rebound Henning. And Hoffman will pick up the foul.
That was
only the second of the quarter.
That was the right guy to foul. So now his defensive subs will come in. So his 2 guys in foul trouble won't pick up a silly foul. They'll try to foul again. And then free throws will come soon. They still got to foul 3 more times though. So maybe they can get a steal off of it.
Layup is good. Finished through the contact. Put his team up 14. 1:15 to play. Trinity working it around. Need to get a shot up here pretty quickly. Ugorgi into the post, now back out. So Whitted. And looks like Whitted was fouled on the pass.
That Palatine really didn't want to do that because now the offensive guys are now coming in.
Yep, exactly. Yuri gets the inbounds. He'll pull it from 16 short. Rebound Blankenship. And looks like he stepped out of bounds. That'll be a turnover.
Here comes the defensive subs again. Yeah, you got to play that rover. We don't want the home run ball like last time.
Over the top again, yep. And we've got another timeout. They tried to run the deep ball again, and he was open for a moment, but it wasn't Henny this time. They couldn't get it up over the top.
Correct, and I mean, they had that rover this time. I don't think they had it last time.
They did not, no.
So they were ready for it that time and prevented, almost had that 5-second call and made Palatine call a timeout.
Absolutely. 52.4 seconds to play here in the 5th place game. We appreciate you tuning in at luthsports.org. Again, there'll be 2 new broadcasters for the 3rd place games. The girls game coming up next, and the boys game following right after. We'll be back right around 3:30 for the girls championship.
We'll be doing the girls championship game. Will be an exciting game with Palatine versus Nashville Oakville. Those 2 teams are very familiar with each other in this setting. So I'm excited to announce that game.
The LSA would like to thank our hosts at St. Peter Arlington Heights, Trinity Roselle, St. John's Lombard, and Walther Christian Academy in Melrose Park. Without them, this event would not be possible. So thank you to all of the host schools. Championship Sunday held here at St. Peter Arlington Heights, year in and year out. And it always seems to get really packed in here as the day goes on, which is fantastic.
It's going to get real crowded.
Payne looking to get the ball in, does get it in to Wepley. Wepley was pushed up the sideline. Quick foul.
They got the foul they wanted because not much time went off on that one. He caught it and then got pushed. And actually got pushed and caught it on the mountain.
Still a 14-point game, 37-23.
All right, so one more foul, and then Palatine will get to the line.
Rhodes Booth committed that last one, his first. Team 4th, so one more, and Palatine finds himself in the bonus. And here's a foul on Coy Whitted. And that'll send Palatine to the line for the remainder of the 4th quarter.
So we'll see if... Now they'll get the offensive guys back in again.
So Wepley to the line. First free throw is good. And another hockey substitution for Trinity.
Getting your scorers in, but it looks like also a couple bench guys with 45 seconds left today as well.
Wepley's free throw is good. So 2 for 2 for Wepley at the line, giving his team a 16-point lead. 40 seconds to play. Here he'll look to attack. Nice corner. Jump shot in and out for Furman. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebound Mars. And we're going to have ourselves a jump ball. Possession staying with Immanuel. Here come the defensive 5. Payne to inbound. Gets it into Henny. And he's fouled again by Rhodes Booth.
That's what they needed. Kind of go for the steal first and then foul.
26.8 seconds. 16-point lead for the Bobcats. Shooting 2 shots the rest of the way. Henry's free throw is good. Here come the offensive 5 for Trinity. Second is good.
We're going to give the game MVP to Lucas Henny. He played an amazing game. Shot well from the line. Was everywhere. But yeah, congratulations to Lucas. He played a great game.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if he has himself a double-double today, too. Rebounds and points.
Oh, I bet he does, yeah.
And we had a foul.
I do want to say
loose
for Trinity Bloomington, though, too. This is the 5th place game. This is the 4 seed versus the 10 seed. Trinity's the 10 seed. They fought really hard today. They got to the 5th place game. So Coach Bussey and Trinity Bloomington should be very, very proud of these guys. This is back-to-back 6th place finishes. My goal as a coach always is to play in this gym on Sunday.
Absolutely.
And Trinity accomplished that 2 years in a row. And congratulations to them.
So Henny hits another free throw again. Coming in today, his free throw shooting, he was 2 of 12 from the line. And he has been lights out.
He is over 50%. Like I said, MVP of the game. And now, with 11 seconds left, now we have our subs in. And congratulations to both teams. Congratulations to Palatine for 5th place. But also a great job for Bloomington in 6th place.
Absolutely. Second free throw is good.
Palatine really showed how tough they are. They lost in the quarters by 1. So they could have been in the 7-3. So.
Absolutely. 11 seconds here. Trinity will try to get it down the floor, get a last second shot. And it knocked away, and the Bobcats will head the other way. And that'll do it. Congratulations to Immanuel Palatine on their 5th place finish. But again, Trinity Bloomington played here in this gym on Sunday, and like you said, that should be the goal every time you get into this tournament.
Yeah, so yeah, congratulations to both teams. Like you said, we're going to hand it over to a new crew, but we're excited for our 3rd place games, and we'll be back for the Girls Championship.
We'll see you right around 3:30.
At this time, we'll have an award presentation for the 5th and 6th place finishers. First off, would you join me in congratulating both teams on a game well played? We had a total of, I think, 18 teams apply for this tournament. 16 made it to Arlington Heights, Roselle, Lombard, Walford. And the fact that you are here representing your school and your conferences is an achievement. So congratulations on your achievements during the season. Today, would you please join me and congratulating the 6th place finishers, the Warriors from Trinity, Bloomington. And the 5th place award is presented to the Bobcats from Immanuel, Palatine.